You've been lied to about how fat loss works. Most men think suffering equals results. It doesn't. Sprinting hard every day is quietly destroying your progress. The system you're using is working against your body. One cookie contains 500 calories. Think about that. Burning it off requires 50 minutes of hard running. 50 minutes of gasping, sweating, and destroying your knees. All of that agony just to erase one mistake. The math of outrunning your diet never works out. You cannot outwork a fork moving faster than your legs. Most men treat fitness like a suffering competition they must win. They believe results only come when they're nearly dying. They sprint. They interval train, they redline their hearts daily. 6 months later, they look exactly the same way. Now their knees ache, their sleep is completely wrecked, their cortisol levels are dangerously through the roof now. More suffering was never the answer you actually needed. You need a smarter, more calculated biological system instead. I built a protocol I call the Stoic Pace. It doesn't rely on treadmill calorie counters lying to you. It manipulates your hormonal state at a biological level. It bypasses your body's built-in fat defense mechanisms entirely. It peels back belly fat without you ever sweating. This isn't motivation. This is science working for you. To defeat belly fat, understand why it's so stubborn. Why does your face lean out, but belly stays? Why do your ribs show, but the gut remains? It is not laziness, it is pure biology fighting you. Researchers in the 90s discovered fat cells have receptors. Think of these receptors as light switches inside cells. Beta receptors are the green lights inside your fat cells. When adrenaline hits these, the cell opens and releases energy. You have tons of these in your face and chest. That is why you always lean out there first. Alpha-2 receptors are the red lights blocking fat release. When adrenaline hits these, the fat cell locks completely shut. It holds on to that stored energy for absolute dear life. Your belly fat has far more red light receptors. Evolution placed them there to protect organs during famine times. This is the biological trap most fitness gurus never explain. High-intensity cardio floods your system with dangerous levels of cortisol. Cortisol is directly linked to increased abdominal fat storage permanently. Have you ever touched your belly mid-workout and felt cold? That coldness is alpha receptors shutting blood flow completely away. Your body is shunting blood away, so fat stays locked. By killing yourself in the gym, you signal fat to stay. You are working harder every single day to stay soft. High effort is chemically telling your belly fat to remain. This is the cruel irony of intense cardio training today. The harder you push, the more your belly holds on. We fix this by moving without stressing the machine at all. You need to enter what is called the lipid oxidation zone. Imagine your body has two completely separate fuel tanks inside. Tank A is rocket fuel, glycogen, sugar, fast-burning energy. Your body uses this tank for sprints and explosive effort. It burns hot, burns fast, and is expensive to replace. Tank B is a massive oil tanker filled with fat. Your body prefers this tank for slow, sustained, low-intensity movement. A 2021 meta-analysis of 54 studies confirmed this clearly. High intensity burns sugar, low intensity burns stored body fat. Your body does not care about your effort level at all. It only cares about which fuel source is most efficient. When you run hard, you burn the lunch you ate. When you walk steadily, you burn fat stored on your hips. In Zone 2, you can still hold a full conversation. Cortisol stays low. Blood flow to the midsection stays high. Fat oxidation in zone 2 hits a full 100%. This is the zone where your belly actually starts disappearing fast. You don't need to suffer to reach this powerful zone. Rule 1 is called insulin stacking, and it changes everything fast. Fat loss is completely impossible when your insulin levels are high. Insulin is a storage hormone. It locks every fat cell shut. We must switch your body back into burn mode quickly. Most men eat a meal and then sit down immediately. That sugar stays in the blood. Insulin stays elevated for hours. The fat-burning engine gets completely switched off every single time. But there is a back door built into your biology. It is called GLUT4, and it bypasses the insulin requirement entirely. When you contract muscles by walking, GLUT4 gates open mechanically instead. You pull sugar out of blood without needing an insulin spike. This is one of the most powerful metabolic hacks available today. The protocol is simple: 3 10-minute walks every single day. 1 immediately after breakfast, 1 after lunch, 1 after dinner. That is 30 minutes of cardio without changing your clothes once. By moving after meals, you blunt the insulin spike immediately. You force your body to use that meal for movement instead of storing it in the red light cells of your gut. This is insulin stacking, and it starts working from day 1. Build the habit first, the results will follow automatically after that. Rule 2 is the NEAT system, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, explained simply. NEAT is every calorie you burn just by being alive and moving. The difference between a lean man and a soft man is NEAT. This variance between two men can reach 2,000 calories daily. While you rest, a lean man is subconsciously always moving around. If you want the lean frame, become obsessed with your NEAT. Never sit down while you are talking on your phone, ever. Stand up and pace the room like a man with purpose. You can clock 1,500 steps on a single 15-minute call without even realizing you are doing any exercise at all today. Stop circling the parking lot searching for the closest possible spot. Park at the very back every single time without any exceptions. It adds a few hundred steps and removes the stress completely. Take the stairs unless you're going above the 20th floor. Stair climbing burns calories 3 times faster than flat ground walking. It signals your glutes, the biggest metabolic engine in existence, to fully activate. Your glutes are the most powerful calorie-burning muscle in existence. Every stair you climb is a direct signal to burn fat faster. These tiny habits compound into thousands of extra calories burned weekly. This is the invisible workout that lean men do without thinking. Rule 3 is the incline mandate for the impatient, serious man. If you want visible results in 12 weeks, use the incline. Walking on a steep incline doubles the metabolic demand on your body. No joint-shattering impact, no cortisol spike, just pure gravity resistance. It forces your glutes and hamstrings to fight gravity every step. You may have seen the 12-3-30 trend going viral online. 12% incline, 3 miles per hour, 30 minutes of walking. It works because it is a gravity debt your body must repay. You are forcing your body to use more energy per step. This is the closest thing to a fat loss cheat code. There is one critical warning about the incline you must hear. Do not hold the handrails. This mistake ruins everything immediately for you. The moment you lean back and grab on, you've cheated yourself completely. You transfer the weight from your legs directly to your arms. You turn a 12% incline into a 2% stroll. You are lying to yourself while feeling like you worked hard. Let your arms swing naturally. Walk with full, proud, upright posture. If you cannot handle the angle without holding on, drop it lower. Drop the incline until your form is absolutely perfect and controlled. Form is the only currency that pays in this entire protocol. Now hear this clearly, because it is the most important truth. You can walk to the moon and back every single week, but if you eat like a raccoon in a dumpster, nothing works. It takes an hour of walking to burn 300 calories slowly. It takes 45 seconds to eat a 300-calorie donut. You absolutely cannot outwalk a consistently bad diet. Period. Full stop. Done. Most men use walking as a mental excuse to eat more freely. They tell themselves they earned the pizza after 10,000 steps today. No, you earned the right to stay lean, nothing more than that. Walking is the turbocharger. Your diet is the actual engine underneath it all. Without fuel in the engine, the turbocharger is completely and utterly useless. You must be in a slight, consistent caloric deficit to lose fat. Not a starvation deficit, not an aggressive crash diet ruining your hormones. A slight, sustainable, intelligent deficit that your body can actually work with. Eat enough protein to protect the muscle you are building daily. Eat enough to fuel the walks and the movement throughout your day, but eat less than you are burning. That simple rule matters most. The food choices matter, the portion sizes matter, the timing matters greatly. Discipline at the table is just as important as discipline on the road. Both pillars must stand strong or the entire system will collapse quickly. Now here is your complete 12-week roadmap broken into 3 phases. This is not a weekend challenge. This is a full-body recalibration. You are not fixing one bad week. You are rebuilding your system. Weeks 1 through 4 are called the foundation phase. Keep it simple. Focus purely on Rule 1, 3 10-minute post-meal walks only. Build the habit. Fix the insulin response. Forget about the scale completely. Do not obsess over the number on the scale yet at all. Focus on the schedule. Show up every single day without any excuses. Consistency at this stage matters infinitely more than intensity or perfection ever will. The habit you build in week 1 carries you through week 12. Weeks 5 through 8 are the build phase. Now you level up. Aim for a strict 8,000 steps every single day without compromise. Use every neat hack available to you throughout your entire daily routine. No excuses survive this phase. Rain, cold, tiredness, none of it matters. If it is 9 p.m. and you are at 7,000 steps, move. Put your boots on, get out the door, finish what you started. This is the phase where most men quit. This is where you don't. This is the phase that separates the men who transform from those who don't. 8,000 steps daily is not a suggestion during weeks 5 to 8. It is a non-negotiable daily standard you hold yourself accountable to always. Weeks 9 through 12 are called the siege. This is war now. Hit 10 to 12,000 steps every single day without a single exception. Add 2 incline treadmill sessions per week to your existing walking routine. At this point, the transformation becomes visible to everyone around you clearly. Your friends will ask what supplements you started taking recently and why. The answer is simple. You walked, you ate right, you stayed consistent. No magic pill, no expensive program, no grueling punishment sessions required, ever. Just the right system applied consistently over 12 focused and disciplined weeks. Your face sharpens, your waist tightens, your energy levels rise noticeably higher. People notice the man who shows up differently every single day, consistently. Walking is the oldest human movement pattern that has ever existed on Earth. It clears the mind, it lowers stress, it burns stubborn belly fat sustainably. You can walk every single day for the rest of your entire life. You cannot sprint until your heart explodes every single day. That ends you. Walking is sustainable. Walking is repeatable. Walking is what actually produces lasting results. The man who walks daily for a year beats the man who sprints for a month. Consistency always defeats intensity over any meaningful period of real committed time. Remember, you are not just losing weight during these 12 powerful weeks. You are reclaiming full ownership and mastery over your own physical machine. You are becoming the kind of man who does what he says always. There is a Stoic principle that cuts through every excuse you will ever make. A man is either the master of his impulses or a slave to them. There is absolutely no comfortable middle ground between those two positions, ever. When you feel tired and the weather looks cold and gray outside, move anyway. That feeling is your lower self trying to negotiate a soft compromise with you. You do not negotiate with the part of you that wants mediocrity badly. You do not reward weakness with rest it has not actually earned yet. You treat your body as a precise tool of your focused intent always, a machine that performs exactly as instructed regardless of how it currently feels. You don't move because you are motivated. You move because you gave your word. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings are unreliable, temporary, and completely outside your control. A man of discipline does not wait for motivation to show up first. He makes his body a slave to the mission he has chosen deliberately. He builds the frame not because he wants to, because he decided to. Every walk you take is a vote for the man you are becoming. Every meal you control is proof that you are the one in charge. Every day you show up is a brick laid in your foundation permanently. Brick by brick, the body changes. Brick by brick, the man emerges fully. You are not waiting for a perfect Monday or a perfect moment ever again. You stand up, you get out the door, you start right now, today.